cognitive moral development. Lawrence Kohlberg came up with this theory. He developed the CMD theory to explain the different reasoning processes that individuals would use to make ethical judgments as they mature through childhood into adulthood. So, cognitive moral development refers to the different levels of reasoning that an individual can apply to ethical issues and problems. There are three levels of cognitive moral development. First of all, pre-conventional level, then conventional, and lastly post-conventional. Each of these levels have two stages in them. Pre-conventional level has obedience and punishment and instrumental purpose and exchange. Conventional level has interpersonal accord, conformity and mutual expectation, and social accords and system maintenance. Post-conventional level has social contract and individual rights, and lastly universal ethical principles. In the first level, the individuals exhibit a concern with self-interest and external rewards and punishments. In the second level, the individual does what is expected of them by others. And in the last level, the individual is developing more autonomous decision making based on principles of rights and justice rather than external influences. First of all, we have the obedience and punishment. Individuals define right and wrong according to expected rewards and punishments from authority figures. This type of moral reasoning is usually associated with small children. But we can also see business people frequently making unethical decisions because they think their company would either reward it or let it go unpunished. Then we have instrumental purpose and exchange. Individuals are concerned with their own immediate interest and define right according to whether there is fairness in exchanges or deals they make to achieve those interests. An employee might cover for the absence of a coworker so that their own absences might subsequently be covered in return. It's just like you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours mentality. Then we have interpersonal accord, conformity and mutual expectations. Individuals live up to what is expected of them by their immediate peers and those close to them. An employee might decide that using company resources such as the telephone, the internet and email for personal use whilst at work is acceptable because everyone else is doing it. So basically doing something because everyone is doing it. Then we have social accord and system maintenance. Individuals' consideration of the expectations of other broadens to social accord more generally rather than just the specific people around them. A factory manager may decide to provide employee benefits and salaries above the industry minimum in order to ensure that employees receive wages and conditions deemed acceptable by consumers, pressure groups and other social groups. So you are thinking about what the society is going to say. Then we have social contract and individual rights. Individuals go beyond identifying with others' expectations and assesses right and wrong according to the upholding of basic rights and values and contracts of the society. The public affairs manager of a food manufacturer may decide to reveal which of the firm's products contain genetically modified ingredients out of respect for consumers' right to know, even though they are not obliged by the law and have not been pressurized into it by consumers or anyone else. So they are just thinking what is better for others. And lastly, we have universal ethical principles. Individuals will make decisions autonomously based on self-chosen universal ethical principles such as justice, equality and rights, which they believe everyone should follow. Purchasing manager may decide that it would be wrong to continue to buy products or ingredients that were tested on animals because he believes this does not respect animal rights to be free from suffering. So at this last stage, we start thinking for ourselves without any outside influence. These are the stages that almost every individual has to go through in their life. And that would be the end of this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something new today.